If you've ever struggled to get the line set up in your Incra fence system, depending on the lighting situation, sometimes it's hard to get that line lined up with the measurement you want. And in my case, even with the lighting, it's not the best. I get reflection, and I have to sometimes put my glasses on to really focus to see that line to make sure I'm on my measurement. Doesn't matter if it's the table saw or the router table, I may have found the solution. I'm going to show you next, and we're going to build something for it right after this. I'm Rick, and this Shut the heck up, you stinking boosters. You're down that for your sanity. This is the shack. Hello and welcome. If you have the Incra fence system for either your router table or even your table saw, as the body ages, or it could be just general lighting situations or lack thereof, you may at times find it a little difficult to get the lines lined up because there's no lights in the Incra fence system at all, and there isn't really a way to replace the glass in here with a magnified glass, which I think Incra should look into, because that would really make a difference for an awful lot of people. Something that will magnify that line and magnify the numbers in there so we could better see them. Now in my case, eyes aren't as great as they used to be. They are not the same as they were when I'm 20. And I have had situations already, I've only had this on here for a couple of weeks now, that when I locked it in, let me get my glasses, I want to make sure. I got my glasses on, and sometimes during the day I have glare coming in, so I have to kind of look past the glare, get to where it looks good, I focus on it, and I was actually a 1/16 of an inch off. Unlock it, bring it back down where it's supposed to be, lock it back in, and then I'm good. I'm glad I double checked. So because of that, I decided I needed something to better light this area right here where the positioner is, and to magnify the line and numbers so I can better read them. So I found a solution. Originally I was kind of going in this direction, this type of a magnifying lamp that had a base I could just set on the base of the positioner, set it there, tilt it, and I wanted light so I could brighten that area up when I'm looking at it. It makes it very easy. Then after about 3 pages, I came to this, and that's what I have now. This little magnifying glass. It has a light, high, low. I went ahead and purchased it when I got it, brought it out here. Yeah, it fit everything I was looking for perfect. The only thing is, it sits this way. I want it angled a little bit so that way when I'm sitting on the positioner, I still have to lean over to look at it. So if I could tilt it my way, I can see it without having to lean over, and that would make everything 99% better. So I'm going to show you how it looks like before and after with this on it. Then we're going to figure out something, we're going to build something that this will set on that will cradle the positioner and will be at an angle so I can see it better. So if you're taller, you won't have to angle as much. Shorter, you may have to a little bit angle more, but at least hopefully with this video, you can have a starting point. You think, well, I don't like his design, I'll do it a little bit different. It doesn't matter, because that's what we do. We see other videos, we like what they have, maybe just the general idea, but we tweak it to our specific, and that's what I'm hoping. At least I give you a starting point, tweak it to best fit your particular situation. We're going to figure something out that we can set on this, angle it, so it makes things much better. So with that, I'm gonna bring it up here, we're gonna check it out, and then we're gonna figure out something to build. Let's just say I'm gonna do this at 20 inches. This gives you a better view. So if I'm doing it at 20 inches, let's say I just got to go over, you see the shadow already, I have an issue seeing it, but that looks good, about right there. So I'm going to lock that in, yep, position it, it's locked in. But looking from here, you see what I'm talking about. You see already, but if I turn the light on, See how much brighter that is? I can see that. Now, if it's like this, see, I can't do it, but if I angle it to me, all of a sudden, I only have to lean over a little, and I can see it dead on. That is great. And if I brought out just a little bit off of that, it enlarges it, it makes it even better. I mean, I can stand right here and I see, and it is absolutely perfect. Without the magnifying glass, now magnifying glass and a little bit of light. Major, major difference. Well, I spent about a couple hours out here today, and I think I've come up with a plan, at least something that will fulfill my needs. And I've done an extra step just in case. As you see here, I have actual drawings, or actually I traced the pieces that I used on this, see right there. And when I flipped it this way, the angle, so you know this is a 20-degree angle. So if, I'm just saying, if somebody knows how to upload a PDF file to YouTube, please hit the comments and let me know. Otherwise, if you don't find it in the comment section to upload or download a PDF file, I will have my email address down there. Check in the description. Email me if you would like the PDF file of this. I'm just going to scan these. I'll write some measurements in here if need be, but basically these are the exact templates of the pieces that I have. So what I'm going to do, this is everything here. This is the top, bottom. This is a thing on my little bracket on this side. This piece simply goes here. That will sit on there like that. And then I'll show you exactly how well this magnifying works. Sitting on that gives it my angle for me, so I can better read the measurement. Now that it is dried, we're going to test it out, make sure it still fits on there and it is functional. That's the main thing, that it is functional. And that's what it looks like. I've hand sanded this nice and smooth, hand sanded this joint. I'm going to wait till I make sure it sits overnight, really hardens, cures well, then I'll just sand this side. But that's what it looks like, and basically that's how it's going to sit on there. So let's get over to the positioner setup and make sure I can see properly and I can see it and it's actually going to work. Before I put this on there, let me put that on the side real quick. I want to bring my GoPro up and I'm just going to randomly pick a number and see how close I can get without no glasses or anything on. We'll just see, okay, that's unlocked. This is almost like 4 inches from my face, so it's closer, so you can see hopefully a bit better. Let's just do 21 inches. I think that's close enough. That looks good from what I can see. I can't tell. Let me get my glasses on, see if I got lucky or not. Ah, I did get lucky. Now there have been times where I have been like a 16th off one way or the other. This time I got right on. Now normally, because of the glare of my shop light coming in this angle, if I lower myself down like this, I can actually see a little bit better. I know you can't pick it up on here. I can see better, but I'm actually crouched down to get the angle of the light where I can actually see. But standing up normal, it's dark, it's kind of shadowed, and I really can't see it. And I have to lean way over and look real close to make sure. So this hopefully will solve that issue. Let me set this down and let me bring over my little magnifying stand, whatever. Set that on there. You see this moves. One thing I want to do, if this works, is get a little L bracket, just one, screw into the fixture here, and just like on the Incra base, these are 8/32 screws. Same thing with the nut. This nut slides in and just screw it to it and it'll hold it right there. So it won't move. It'll be stationary, it'll be nice and solid. I'm going to bring my GoPro over again and I am going to turn this on. You see there? Now I'm going to put this up. Let me get this, there we go. Wow. You tell me you can't see that versus that. And I'll keep this at the same spot, take that off. Can you see that? Well, I can't. It's really hard. Leave it right there. Set it on. Boom. Look how bright, how large, how very visible that is. That's huge. So if I bring you back down here, this is about where I would stand normally. See what I could do, I can turn that, and the little spot there, that'll rest down here, bring it down, and look at that. I got such a view without even leaning over. I am dead straight on. Turn it up a little higher, so I have to lean over just a little. I still get a very clear view, bright numbers, very legible. That's the main thing. So I'm going to turn this down, bring it down. I think I can set this right here. Yeah, right there. So look at this. Look how easy that is. See 24? With one hand, it's kind of hard for me to do this. Right there, I'm right on the line of 24. You can see that. Lock it in, boom. That is simple. I'm not guessing. I know I'm going to get it because there have been so many times I thought I was there and I was actually right there, 16th off, see? So it can sometimes bring it back. But if I was right there and I thought it was close, boom, I'm a 16th off. That is great compared to that. Can you read from there? No. Put that on. Whoops, I'm gonna get that on there. Wow, look at that. You can read it from here. Success, 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 success. Yes, that is a win-win for me. Remember, if you want this at all, which I doubt if anybody will, but I'm just saying, I went ahead and did this. I have these already. These are the exact sizes. These are traced from the pieces I put together. 3 sheets. If I can figure out how to do a PDF file, upload it to the YouTube video, I will. Otherwise, check in the description. I will have my email. Email me and just simply say, can I get the PDF file of the magnifier or whatever. I don't know. Just, hey, can you shoot me the PDF file? I'll email it to you. And check in the description. I will have a link to this magnifier down there. And I mean, even if you don't want this or even that magnifier, if you get a small magnifying glass that has a base you sit on there, you could do it that way. I would probably knock it off more often than I care to mention. So to me, this is like a little cradle. It sits there. The only thing I have to do is put little stops on either side so it stays right there, and put the little L bracket just to hold it so it doesn't shift on me. Just for stability, it's my personal preference, but this works fantastic. It's simple, easy, and it just works. And it can come off real easily if I want to take it out of the way for some reason, but it works. And it is a success for me, for my purpose. We are done. Just a quick little video, something to think about. If you have vision issues, Even if you're wearing glasses and maybe need something a little brighter, a little bigger to see, it makes it help. This at least gives you something to think about and possibly build your own little something or figure out some type of a magnifying glass or some situation that will best fit you. But this hopefully will give you a starting point. We are done. Thank you so much for watching. Be blessed. Take back your shack. Build it for your sanity. I can see. I can see. That's it. Thanks again for watching. We will see you next video.